catchy.
And then it said, but Buddy would make it look good if my hair fell out. Kind of like Gary's does today.
Yeah.
You know, he had his hair did yesterday.
Looks good. He
really
got them all
does.
cut.
Buzzed it.
He cut them all.
He did.
Sometimes he leaves one.
Right.
It'll be a stray one that'll stick way out.
And you can't tell if it's out of the side of his head or his ear.
I have no hair in my ear. I cut that myself.
What?
Darlene sees to that.
Speaking of losing hair, what's that deal about all that fighting up at Flowertown, Gary? You were up there. What was that all about?
No, I saw it on the news, but man, I didn't see the fight itself.
That didn't happen while you were there?
They were going down, man.
Yeah, 9 people got arrested. Those two teenagers, one's 20, one's 17 years old. I don't know what they were fighting over, but
Must have been a man.
either
I never
that
did
or
find out. I never did find out what they were fighting over.
maybe one of them
But they
grabbed
were
the
going-
other's turkey leg or
they were
ribbon
going at it,
fries
buddy.
or something.
I mean, there was lots
I
of
thought
stuff up there.
Flowertown was a friendly family event.
It is, but
It
every
is.
now and then, you know. a
I didn't know
brawl.
they had women's wrestling.
Well, maybe they had one item left that both of them wanted to buy or
2
something.
women and 7 juveniles arrested Saturday at Flowertown during a fight. That must have been a pretty good fight. I mean, if there were 9 people
They were
involved.
throwing down, buddy.
Yeah. Maybe they got a good deal on a cell phone there because they had cell phone people at both ends.
I don't know. Did
There's
you see some of the
there's a-
setups that they had?
Yeah.
Incredible. It looked like a store.
Uh-huh. The Verizon one had it honestly
They
looked like they had 2 stores set up.
They were ready to do anything they needed to do with phones.
Did they have that guy standing there with that red map over his head?
I missed the map.
No. And
Because I think they should. Don't you think that would, if they had some kind of headpiece that those salespeople had to wear, that would have like a real light
that would be
map
funny.
on their head, so that when they went to they had to wear it anytime they're out in public. they had if they saw, oh look, it's that Verizon people. It's one of them Verizon people. Don't you think? I mean, that would be good advertising.
That would
wouldn't it?
be. And just walking around the festival?
Just walking around the festival.
and
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but is there a sudden outbreak of broken windshields? Because you can get your windshield taken care of at the Flowertown Festival. There must have been 20
know.
different vendors. Here's my card. If your windshield ever breaks, call me.
Well, see, I didn't know that there was but one. I didn't. Is there a whole bunch of people who do windshields?
Evidently.
Did you have that same thing?
Yeah. We'd just be walking down Flowertown.
Well, I know
They
there's
were
2
handing
because
out
there's
cards.
that fella right over here. It's got all the TV commercials.
Glass.
Yeah, and then there's another fella in a truck that comes to the parking lot. I don't think that's him. I think that's a different guy. Mm-hmm. But they come to the parking lot and do it.
There's a bunch of them out there. Let me tell you, a bunch of them. Because I get them in my mailbox, 2 or 3 a week.
Yeah.
Just stuck up with a safety pin on my mailbox post.
Why would they think you'd need that many windshields changed?
I don't know. It's not just me. It's everybody on my street.
Oh, okay. They're just not walking up to your house and saying, okay,
no.
well, there's a guy who needs his windshield fixed.
No.
There must be an outbreak of broken windshields in Charleston.
Well, I think probably a lot of folks have gotten into the business. I mean, that's one of those businesses you can get into on your own.
Uh-huh.
And
I would say it's rather lucrative because, their windshield's getting busted all the time.
And insurance pays.
Yeah, 100%.
That's right.
That's the one thing that they pay 100%.
That's the cool thing about it. You can get it done.
Well, because it's a safety thing.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, you have to have a windshield, or it'd be like riding a motorcycle.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's true.
You've not ever said a truer statement.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
You got to have a windshield.
Yeah. Because if it didn't, it'd be like riding a motorcycle.
Otherwise, there'd be no need for the wipers.
It's. Boy, I didn't even think about that. Say 8:51 at W is. You have no idea what they were fighting about.
I don't know what they were fighting over.
It says here they were fighting over a turkey leg.
It does not.
Okay, I may have made that up.
Isn't that a couple? I was just looking at the front page. They've got a couple of the Post and Courier. They've got a picture of those 2 lovely people.
Well, both of them had more hair.
Yeah.
When the fight started.
That dent in the top of her head, that's where they pulled it out.
Yeah.
That's not like an on-purpose dent.
No.
I didn't see that picture.
Right there. See where they got
Looks
this?
like she has Mickey Mouse ears.
Looks like they had
I'm gonna hold it
had
up,
like a
just in
toast,
case you don't get the paper.
had a tie-down strap.
It's on Weasel TV right now.
I think they had a tie-down strap in the middle of her head.
That's called a weave.
And then they got right above that a picture of Jim Clyburn. And I'm not sure who he's posing to look like. Who is he looking like up there? Jim Clyburn sitting there with his...
He's just looking very official.
Very official. And that fellow beside him looks like the Joker.
Yeah, Joe Wilson, the Joker.
No, I mean the Joker in Batman.
Right. He does. He looks
Doesn't he? Look at that.
Wow.
Doesn't he? You could put just a little bit of
He's got
makeup
that
on it.
evil smile. Yikes. I'm scared of that man.
The Thinker and the Joker. Wilson and Clyburn.
definitely a couple of characters.
Is it an election year?
Yeah, November.
No kidding. No kidding. There's going to be an election this fall?
Yeah, and it'll all center around healthcare.
It's
Who was for it,
8:52.
Who was against it?
8:52 at WEZL.
Good news for kids.